Well, so in our previous episode, we promised to bring you discussion from our employers, that is Ghana Health Service, CHAG, and the private sector. I believe we began with CHAG, where we're dissecting and talking about how and what they are supposed to do for nurses. If you haven't watched that episode, I would advise you run ASAP to our YouTube channel to watch it and share, like, and comment the video to your employers. Let them know that we know exactly what they are supposed to do for us. As always, I am so privileged to have in the studio today with me the Western Region Secretary for GRNMA, Mr. Davis Kwekuopo, with me in the studios to talk about we left out some things, so we are coming to talk about it in details. We are on their next. We are still on their next. We actually want them to listen and watch this very one. So welcome to the studio again. We were on what CHAG facilities are supposed to do for their nurses and midwives, and the topic left out were career development plan, social activities, external engagement, and mechanization. I believe everyone is equally curious, like the way I am, to know exactly what goes on when it comes to career development plan. So once again, welcome, Mr. Davis Kwekuopo. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how best does CHAG perform when it comes to the career development plan?
Okay, so thank you very much. And I think following the page for the last episode, I think it was very interactive and educative. And I'm sure nurses and midwives across Ghana is willing to hear more, even looking at our dear ones in the house that are yet to be posted. Somebody might even choose joining CHAG. So for career development or career progression in CHAG facilities, I must say it's okay. So if you ask me on the scale of 1 to 10, maybe let me say 8, which is in a good note, on a good note. No, even with Ghana Health Service and CHAG, they are like interrelated, because sometimes you need to they will let you know what their interest is.
Yeah.
So it's like the disadvantage is always they want you to consider their interest. That is the only challenge.
And that is where I have a problem with. So
Oh yes, it's an institution. So it's like in our various houses, or in our various locations or settings, you do things that will suit you, or you do things that will let your setting upgrade from one level to the other. So if there is a CHAG facility and they get to know that they have a lot of critical care nurses, preoperative care nurses, and ophthalmic or the other subspecialty, and they don't have ENT nurse, and you still insist you want to go and do ophthalmic, they can deny your access, because at that very moment, is the ENT nurse they need. So if you write, maybe you want to do ophthalmic, or let me say critical care, but the hospital have about 5 or 6, but you still want to trend that path, whilst they don't have anybody doing preoperative or ENT, you won't get a chance, because ideally they have enough in the system.
So looking at my facility is a very huge facility. If I want to do something, what about my personal interest? Shouldn't it be like my personal interest should also come first? And moreover, whatever I'm going to do will go a long way to actually be like it will be of importance at any given time once I'm back to the facility.
Oh yeah, so that is why mostly for career development, they normally publish it. This is what the hospital. These are the slots. So if, as I said, if maybe I want to go and do BS in general nursing, but the slot for BS in general nursing is let's say 2, and I know very well that I have senior colleagues who have practiced and they also want to do general nursing. So if you all apply for the study leave, they will be considered first before you get it, before maybe I get the chance to enroll into the BS in nursing. Notwithstanding, in as much as you taking their interest into consideration is something you need to also consider your own self, because the particular child facility you are working in, I don't know if you go on that same facility.
That's what I was coming to say. That I mean, whatever it is, I won't stay in that particular facility for a very long time.
Yes,
So I would actually move to a different child facility
sure.
who will be interested in whatever I went to study.
Yeah, but for that moment you are with them. So that's why I'm trying to give you examples. I don't know your facility though, but maybe the facility I'm also working with, that is part of their conditions. So you need to write to them. Maybe I want to go and study BSc in maybe ENT nursing.
Mhm.
Then they will respond to you. If they approve for you, fine, you will just buy the phone, you go for your interviews and you start your
Your
training.
training.
But if not that, they'll give you reasons why maybe they can't let you pursue that course, or they can look through what they've published. And if ENT is not of, it's like this economic term we do, is it uh, it's like scale of preference or something of that sort. So if the program you want to study is not a priority to them,
Mhm.
that one you need to at least give them reasons why this thing can be of help to the facility.
Okay. But if you are saying that you gave them 8 out of 10
Yeah,
for doing their best when it comes to career development plan,
sure,
I have a problem. Okay, so ideally, or in charge, after you serve for 3 years, you are due for study leave, right?
sure.
So once the facility is not ready to, let's say, grant you study leave to go and study BSc nursing, you will be in line waiting till they get that particular person who wants to do ENT while she are sitting there patiently waiting, hoping and praying that they'll actually grant you the study leave. I bet you super no which about 5 years. So for your age, I also need to number 5 for now.
Oh, not necessarily, because you see, in as much as you want to do a pursue a program or you want to develop yourself for the future, you see, the managers also have their own way of thinking and their own way of doing their own things. You get it? That is why they will let you know the courses that is of their interest.
Mhm.
So if your the course you want to pursue is not in what they published, so that means you need to explain to them why you want to do that program.
Do they agree sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah, they do. Sometimes they do, because it's like you let them know the benefits they also get when you enroll into such programs. You know, if you relate it to Ghana Health Service, you even get opportunity to go and engage, because Ghana Health Service will bring the slots.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, they'll bring the slots. Let's say these for instance, ENT, they want maybe 5 for the whole region of time like this for those. So if you want to develop yourself and you want to pursue, let's say, ophthalmic nursing, and per the slots, it's only 5, and you have seniors which are even more than 5, and they've also applied for, meaning you get it. And you know, another thing too about career development is not necessarily go for study leave only. You say you can equally engage in these short online courses. You can you
But
can you can
here in Ghana, short courses doesn't bring mula.
you see that is the
It's
challenge
for your own personal,
that
I
is that
mean.
is the challenge we are facing as nurses and midwives. You know, our very union is like a site manager in Ghana for Washington leadership and management. They do monitoring and evaluate everything. So you yourself can use your own money. You know, leadership and management thing is a key thing when it comes to nursing and midwifery, and you need to at least get a knowledge about those things. So you can decide to enroll into it, pay for it, and use it in the future. As you rightfully said,
Hmm.
maybe you won't stay here for for
Yeah,
for
forever.
forever. So if I've enrolled into any leadership and management program, being GIMPA, being online section with JRNM site, it's to my own advantage. When I progress in the profession, and maybe I attain maybe a DCN or something, it will help me to
Yeah.
manage my staff and
Okay.
some, and the leadership role we are portraying to, it will also help you a lot. So we shouldn't thing that we want steadily before we progress as nurses and midwives. No. Oh yes, though it's very important that whenever you do your you upgrade yourself, you need
The mullah.
yes, you need your salary too needs to change. But
Yeah.
if you hold your first degree, doing masters, in
Shouldn't
fact,
be
it shouldn't be
difficult.
difficult, and it shouldn't be something you need to wait for. So who
Anyway,
knows? You can get. I know people, nurses, that they have their masters. They are lecturers in one university, and they are schooling and they are practicing
no,
as
as
government
well.
workers too as well.
Okay, so you are still on the fact that they do well when it comes to.
For that
Fair
one,
enough.
yes.
But I believe that when it comes to our personal interest, they should just speed up and do more. So I think we've talked extensively on career development plan. One thing that I'm also curious about is external engagement. I had the opportunity to be trained on the job as a NICU nurse for 3 days. Okay, so in my opinion, I'm looking at the fact that child can go an extra mile of actually, taking us out there if they want us to. Fine. They don't want to probably make you go to school for like a whole 3 years to study neonatal intensive care, but they will let someone come and train you, or you go to a different facility to go and be trained, right? um do they actually take people outside the country for like a year, with not because they are developing, or maybe it's a steady leave, but just to train for you to come back and work for them?
Oh yes, I know. I know. The facility I'm working, I know they've done some before. And I'll come back on this same issue. You see, for career development too. I remember there was a time CHAG requested for nurses to be trained in PDIS
Okay.
when I think about 4 or 5 years ago. So these are some of the things CHAG has been doing. And for the exchange programs too, not necessarily going outside only. You see, they used to, maybe where I'm working, the managers can, in their own knowledge, do an exchange program in maybe your facility. So let's say if I'm in facility A and in facility B, they can if they want to establish a unit and they are yet to send somebody to school, or even if the person is there, they can let the person also go to a unit that they are also doing well, or maybe a unit that is above DS. So we have primary healthcare, secondary. So maybe
Yeah.
if the facility is primary, they can equally send you to a secondary to also go and equip yourself in current trends in nursing and midwifery. So for the exchange programs, they are really doing well. As I said in my facility, I remember I was once told that they sent some nurses and midwives to even India for them to learn some things to come and
Oh,
help the
okay.
system.
Oh, okay.
And I know they also not necessarily midwives only, sometimes being lab people and others, they send to their sister facilities to go and learn some things to come and help,
Concerning things
yes,
like
to
that,
come and help the facility
that
out.
will actually draw the curtain on, because I think from what you are saying, they do very well when it comes to external engagement.
Yes, Chuck, they also have their own way of doing things. So, but if you compare with other agencies, I think they are doing well.
So is it always just work, work, work? Is it just work, 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 work? Do they do anything else when it comes to anything apart from work? What's their social activity life like when it comes to child?
Oh, social activity, even if when you are getting married and you want us to come, it's part of social
No, that one
activity.
there is
No, but that one you come and enjoy.
I mean, I'm not too sad.
Oh, but yes, but you
I'm
come.
talking about the hostel doing something for us.
Oh, yes, sometimes for there are some facilities. Sometimes they will have some fun games,
My
especially.
facility has organized excursion before.
Oh, so you can talk to your local GRN, maybe this they'll help you organize that. But notwithstanding, there are some child facilities they do organize, even not child only. I know one Ghana Health Service facility
Okay.
that is also doing well in that aspect. One of my sisters working there. I know they're
Okay.
also doing well in that aspect. You can't be working all work and no play, as they say. So for my facility, they used to. So I think sometimes they organize some dinner and all those things, sometimes sport activities and those things. We will even go for float and those things.
what other things, what other social activities can they actually like do, or maybe bring on board for nurses to actually free their mind? It's not just about the work all the time.
Oh, so
What?
as they can even do um, um, this thing the young men have been doing always, the jogging and all those things. It's like a keep fit club and those things. If you do that, it's at least sometimes to free your mind, and sometimes we need to go out and chill, which is very necessary. Because
It's very,
if
looking at the way that most of the CHAG facilities are like out there, like most are in the sited in the urban rural areas, you won't mean share them forever. Sometimes you just need to come out of your um comfort zone and do something. But then again, ukoye then.
So I remember years back, I used to work in one of in my facility. They have let me say a clinic at one of the borders. So mostly on Fridays we will go. It's a code for, so we say we are going for Samadiswa.
Oh,
So you go there, at least we will chill and we will leave ourselves and come back. You get it. It's very important, but we shouldn't wait for CHAG to do it for us as nurses and midwives. If you want to wait for CHAG, maybe
You wait
Charlie,
forever.
you wait. Oh.
Anyway,
You wait.
that's just by the way. So let's come to the most important thing: mechanizing their staff, upgrading their staff, mechanizing. We spoke about career development. Okoba, how easy or how difficult is it for them to actually upgrade you?
It will be very difficult for them to upgrade if you don't pass through the normal process.
Okay,
One, you don't have steady leave. They have no idea about
you've gone
the
to school or
program.
something.
Yes, it's like you sneak and you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So that one, it will be very difficult for them. But even with that, if you compare it to other agencies, sometimes the humanity's sake,
Yeah.
they will do it for you.
They
Not,
do.
oh yes, yeah. We in my facility, you know, we have encounters and years back. But now, you know, things are not the same. But I remember years back when you upgrade yourself, and in fact, and even with that, you let your next it's like you let your superior be aware. Then you write letters to it, and they also respond to you. So if you pass through the normal channel, it's safe. Unlike other agencies,
Yeah.
because other agencies, the kind of things they'll be demanding. Chat, if you have even duplicate and receipts, they will they'll collect them and at least
Upgrade you
process
on
your
that.
documents for you.
All right. But Davis, still on mechanization. When it comes to newly posted, me, I have seen people going through stress just because they want to be mechanized and start enjoying their salary.
So is it about the newly posted, or is it about
Newly posted, because we spoke about people on the job already. So we are
okay.
now right now we are on newly posted.
So you see, newly posted, when you are being posted to a facility, the HR is the responsibility of the human resource to take your documents, to process your salary for you, and you know you need to fill an IPPD forms. But please let me use your platform to tell the newly posted, and whenever you are posted, please, the column for the association, don't hesitate to fill in the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Yes, the union of choice. And you know, as we are saying, you need to send your document to the HR, because they will demand for it. So as you are in the house, you need to make sure all these, like your NSS certificate, your staff ID, and all these things are ready, so that immediately they send it to your facility. If they gives you the appointment, they will use that one to process your document. But you see, the system we are in, whenever your documents are being sent to the a crowd for you to receive your salary, it's also another issue on its own.
Isn't it because sometimes the facility doesn't take the documents like on time for content?
No, it's not about someone found content, or it's not about they are delaying. But let's assume you have about 50 nurses and midwives in one facility, and the HR is. Now, I'm not defending the HR. Yeah, we know what our people are going through.
Yeah.
Sometimes in my facility, there have been instances you need to even push and push harder.
Yeah.
So if you push, they will give you the reasons why maybe the delay us. You get it?
Okay.
For all you know, somebody is even delaying it, including the 50 people I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure all your necessary documents are in touch. And if they tell you to leave the portion of the association, don't do that. Because if you leave it, it won't help us. Just choose GRNMA and make sure that you can even have a copy or you can even snap it so that when your salary comes and you are not being deducted, we can fight for you. So as I'm saying, you need to make all your necessary documents ready, and you need to also report on time. When they ask you to, maybe this is report next month first, please. If you can't report on the first, kindly alert them and give them reasons why you can't report, so that they'll get to know, and make sure your documents are ready. When they call on you to bring this, it should be ready so that you can send it. They can send it for you ASAP.
Yeah.
So if you face challenges, I'm praying maybe they will come to our facility so that if they face challenges, we will help them out. Yes.
Anyway, it's been so interactive. It's been so educative. Like you've made, like I have actually learned a lot. I am a CHAG, but I didn't know most of the things you're saying. And thank you very much for being on the show. Like, thank you very much once again. In charge.
No.
But before I conclude on this episode, I want you to give a shout out to your people. Like, let them know you were on the Extraordinary Nurses and Midwives show. Let's go.
Okay, so let me say hi to my dear wife, Melody. That's how I call her. So she's Mavis Bokwa, and also to all nurses and midwives in Ghana, and in fact to our national president, Mrs. Perpetual Frampo, for my regional chairman, Samson Yale, and all Western and Western North Regional Council and the nurses and midwives in Ghana. In fact, nurses and midwives are doing very well, and in fact, we need to applaud them for the good work they are doing. And to your very self, Naa Momo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was nice having you on the program. So you've heard from the Western Regional Secretary of GRNMA, who is in the person of Mr. Davis Kweku Opong. I guess you guys learned a lot, like just like the way I have learned a lot. I didn't know all these things, and I'll be so happy if you will like, share, subscribe, and comment under our videos. Let CHAG know that we know exactly what they are supposed to do for us, and we are on their necks. As always, my name will forever be Naa Momo. But don't forget to call me Naa Momo when you see me on the other side. Work is work. You are you, so be extraordinary. Bye.